December, I released a video ranking all the games I'd played in 2022. Dreamlight Valley, though I had really loved it at first, did not rank well in that video. There were a variety of reasons why I ranked Dreamlight Valley low, but the two main reasons were, firstly, it was extremely buggy at the time. Even for an early release game, it was really buggy. And secondly, that so many of the tasks for quests felt like work. I wasn't having fun while playing anymore because I had to spend so much time mining or just running between characters just to talk to them. I hadn't touched Dreamlight Valley since the day that the Scar update was released, and honestly, with the amount of amazing games releasing in the first half of this year, I hadn't missed it at all. But recently I've started seeing things that made me kind of miss playing it. There were fun event items like the DCA wheel, which I'm kind of sad I missed out on now, and more characters being unlocked in the game. Maybe it was finally time to give it another chance. In the weekend, I was finally feeling ready to try it again. So Saturday night I played for a few hours, and then again on Sunday, and then again last night. And I was actually kind of surprised by how I felt. I didn't hate it. I think I may have actually been enjoying myself. The last time I played, it felt like such hard work that this really surprised me. When I first started playing again on Saturday, I did start to feel a little bit of motion sickness pretty quickly. I'd had this before, but this time was even a little bit worse than it had been previously. I played Dreamlight Valley on Xbox on my TV, so I'm not sure if people have had this issue on other devices, but I did see a few people say they had the same issue when I googled, so I don't think I'm alone in it. But sadly at the time I couldn't find any suggestions to help combat this motion sickness that I was feeling. I did mention this issue to a couple of different people, and someone suggested that I turn the camera shaking off. So I tried that and combined it with turning down the sensitivity of the controls, and these two things made a huge difference, and for the first time I felt fine playing Dreamlight Valley, and I've felt fine every time I played it since. The gameplay itself did feel a little like hard work occasionally still, and I did sometimes feel like I was just running between villages to pass on messages, but it mostly felt more fun than it had previously. Unlocking the upgrade to Kristoff's stall makes things a little easier too. At first when I unlocked his stall late last year, I couldn't see how it could help me like much. It could help me a little bit, but not heaps. But now I can buy more materials from him, and so it's a much bigger help. Not that I'm using it yet a lot. I'm still happily like mining and that sort of thing, but it just seems to be a little bit less hard work than it was. Now in the past, the Xbox version has been much less buggy and glitchy than the Switch version, but it did still have its issues. And some of these glitches contributed to stopping me playing originally, and while there are very much still issues with the Xbox version, overall Dreamlight Valley is feeling so much more polished, it ran better, and it just felt more like it was getting closer to being a complete game. It wasn't perfect, I'll be the first to admit it. There were moments when the graphics did glitch a little, but not like they did previously. I think the most frustrating thing I found with glitches and bugs was that it crashed 3 times on me still. It was only once every night, but it was still more than I was hoping it would happen. The first was when I opened up a memory I had just received, and the other 2 times were when I gave items to villagers. The first being an item for a quest, and the second was a meal in the restaurant. So I mean, I kind of see a little bit of consistency on what's causing it to crash, but not heaps, so there are still very much issues. And thankfully the game had stayed pretty close to all 3 of those crashes, so I didn't lose too much of my progress, but it would be nice if it didn't happen at all, or at least happened much less than it still does. Now, the next thing that did bug me a little bit in the past, I have discovered was actually something I didn't realize I had done myself, and it could be fixed. I never really liked the way my character looked. Their face always seemed like it had dark shadows on it, and it looked like they'd been punched in the face on either side. And yeah, that was totally my fault. I went into the customization for the makeup, and she looks so much better now that I've given like her lighter eyeshadow and removed that blush. So that one is totally on me, and honestly I'm so relieved because it was frustrating me, just this sort of grey darkness to her face that didn't look right, and I'm so glad this one's me and not the game. overall, I am really surprised by how much I'm enjoying the game again. I'm quite far behind where things are at with the game now, and like when it comes to the characters being available to be unlocked and everything like that, but I am really excited to progress with the quests and get further in the game. I'm still not super comfortable with decorating the valley, so I haven't tried that much yet, but I hope that I'll get a little bit more confident in their space, as I've seen some amazing builds from other people, so I do know it's possible to make some really nice builds in Dreamlight Valley. Now is the question for you: would you be interested in more Dreamlight Valley content on my channel? I feel like I have so much to say about the game now, and I will be playing a lot more again, whether it's on stream and for videos or even just by myself. I'd also love to know if you personally stopped playing for similar or different reasons and have picked it up again or have been considering it. Tell me your stories in the comments, as I'd love to know what people are loving or hating about Dreamlight Valley at the moment. And do like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. I play a lot of cozy, indie, puzzle and sim games, and I try to keep my reviews quick, honest and helpful. Thank you for watching and stay fresh, cheese bags! Bye!